Hello, hello everybody. Angie here. I'm coming on to do my daily make for Junk Journal July 2024 with you guys. We are on day 10 and the prompt is thread. So this video is going to be really quick. So I've got my pieces and my bits and things that I think I'm going to work with, and I'm going to do 2 days with you guys today. So we're going to do today's, which is the prompt of thread, and then after that we're going to go right into tomorrow's prompt of stamps. Okay, so I hope you will stay through for both processes, and we're going to get right into this. All right, so for thread, I had to do the threading part off camera because I didn't want to have to bring up my big old sewing machine. So that's why it's going to be so quick. We're going to be working on this back page from yesterday, and I just took a couple pieces of, I don't know if it's William Morris, or I think it's William Morris, paper packs, and they're called Morris Gardens, and there's blues, greens, and browns. So I took a couple of those and just randomly tore them and stitched along the edge, and the only reason I did that was to strengthen those, and I just used a piece of scrap paper on the back, because if you try to sew through one piece of thin paper, I'm sure for the most part everybody has tried it, it just tears. So you need something as a stabilizer. Okay, so that's what I did that, and I just took a piece of recycled mail paper. Okay, so we're just going to do a 3-tiered pocket on this page. I'm going to put this aside for a moment, and let's do like this. I'm going to use my grid, my lines here on my mat to get things straight. And I'm just going to line them up, stagger them. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well, enjoying the Junk Journal July daily makes for everyone. I know I am. Very fun. Okay, and we're going to take this one and do the same thing. And this one is a little bit jagged, so I'm going to have to clean that up. Straighten that up a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bring up my cutter, a guillotine cutter real quick, and we're going to straighten up those edges. And I think that will fit my page. Let's see. I don't know if I have to cut it down anymore or not. And it does, it fits. Okay. Okay, and this is just going to go down as a 3-tiered pocket, just like so. Get it straight. I got this paper pad from Temu, and actually I think this is the first time I've used it. I've had it for, geez, I think I bought it, I don't know, last year I think. And I thought those colors weren't really good, the green and the blue, because there's blue and green, and there's a little bit of blue on the flowers in here. So I thought those 2 pages played nicely together. Okay, and simple as that, other than I had this rough, oh, my back itches, excuse me. Oh, like something just bit me. I have this pretty ruffle here that's been stitched, and I thought we could just add that, or maybe just a piece of it, maybe along the top. Or do we need it? Maybe along the bottom. Let's see, bottom. Looks like some rolling hills, doesn't it? Like fields of heels. I like that. Or do I want to just do a piece? I think I'm just going to go right along the bottom. I mean the edge. As I originally thought that it would work. No sense in changing my mind. It's a little long, so I will just trim it off. Right about there. That'll work. And I think Art Glitter Glue is strong enough to handle this task because it's kind of a heavyweight fabric, almost like an elastic. Has a little bit of stretch and give to it, but I think the Art Glitter Glue will work just fine. And then I have another piece to go in my little trinket box for another make. And then I have these little birds, and I thought we could add those. I'm just gonna fussy tear those a little bit better so they don't take up quite so much room. Or maybe I could, yeah, I like the roughness on the edges a little bit better because of the tear on the pockets as well. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to use some Vintage Photo. And down we go. I think I'm just going to go with 2 of them. Yep, I like that. And then I had somewhere a little word element. Ha! I think I lost it. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh, here it is. It says make today count. Thought I'd put that right there. Easy peasy. Just like that. Put that bird for another day also. And there we've got, let me grab a tag here. we've just got a 3-tiered pocket. 1, 2, and 3. Got a ruffled edge, and that's it. I like it. Okay, that's that one. Let's move right along to tomorrow, which is the prompt of stamps. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over. We're going to be working on this page here. And for that, I grabbed some random stamps as well as a piece of watercolor paper. And I'm going to put this down. I've already cut it down to size. So I'm going to put the book aside for the moment. And we're going to just work on here. Because we're going to be working with some mixed media elements. I've got acrylic paints. I've got Distress Oxide inks. And then the pads as well. And I grabbed just a pinch full of smaller stamps and some of bigger stamps. I don't know which ones I like better. I like the idea of the bigger ones, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'll put one on one side and the others on the other side, and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, let's get right into this. I'd better put this aside, actually, and bring up my other mat. It's going to be messy. There we go. Okay, now let's put these stamps off to the side. And I want to start with, I think, even though the paper is an off-white, I'm going to start with some white acrylic on here, just to give the other inks something to grab hold to, if you know what I mean. And I'm already making a mess. There was some on the outside of here. Okay. And I'm just going to do just a dab. And I'm going to, let's see, we'll use this brush. I like the streaks that this big brush gives. I've done this before, so hopefully it will come out again. And I'm just going to do some light strokes on here. Just a light base. Just like that. Pardon me for that. Okay, let's hit that with the heat tool, dry that. Okay, and you can hardly even see that, but once we build and put the other paints on top, we'll be able to see that more. Okay, so I grabbed it's like a mahogany and then a green mowed lawn. So I think I'm just going to go with the smaller ones. I used birds on the other one, and these have some bird elements, so I think I'm just going to stick with those. Okay. That's pretty dry. So next what I'm going to do is we're just going to do some spritzing. I'm going to put some water for the paper, for the ink to be able to move around a little bit better. So I said it's going to get a little messy. Okay, and I'm going to pick up the splotches on there just lightly. Okay, let's hit that with the heat tool. good enough. Now we're going to go in with some green. And a little more water. Ooh, look at that. That looks good. Okay. Let's pick up some of those splotches. And then I'm going to hit that with a little heat again. That looks kind of too reddish for me, so let's try, well, let's just put a little more. There we go. The 2 is kind of making it turn a little bit more of a brown, like a rusty brown is what I kind of was hoping for anyway, so that's perfect. There we go. Okay, let's splotch some of that up. Okay, I like that better. Let's dry that. Okay, that'll work. Just want a little pretty base to work on. I think that's dry enough for me to continue. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I want it like this. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay, next are the stamps. So let's start just putting those down. Yeah, I think the smaller ones will be fine. Upside down. I like odd numbers, so we'll just go with one more. We'll use this one. Okay. Then I want to try and go around the edges. I had a distress crayon, but I couldn't find them. So I'm going to try a little bit of black soot and see how that looks. I'm just going to do that. Grab a brush. And we're just going to outline those stamps with some black. Very faint. Okay, I kind of thought that might happen, so that's why I grabbed the black acrylic. Let's just use some acrylic. It's almost empty. I don't know if I'm able to get any out. There we go. Okay. Plenty. Let's work that in. Okay, I'm gonna bring this a little closer to my face. And I just want to outline these stamps. Yep, just like that. Thin this paint out a little bit. Just do a rough trace around. Okay, I like that. And since I have paint left over, I think we're going to do some splattering as well. So let me thin that out a little more. Okay. And I think I better bring my box up. And I have some white left over too. We might as well do a little white splattering as well. Okay. And okay, that's enough of the black. Let me wipe that off, and then we're going to try and get a little white. See if I got a little bit left on my brush here. Might be enough. Okay, let's see what we can do. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to get the droplets where you want them. Okay, I think that'll do. Put a little more of the white because they're fading into the other colors and it's not quite as prominent as I like. Maybe if I use a little bit more acrylic, let's try that. I want it to be stand out just a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more paint. I just don't want big globs. If up like that, that's what I don't want. There we go. Should have used my other brush. Okay, that'll work. At least we can see the white now. I think I'm going to try and lift that piece up. Oh, let's move the box. I have a couple of these bigger blobs here. Move that one. That one. There we go. And the rest are fine, I think. Let's move that one. Okay, I like that. Get some of this paint out of the way or I will have it all in my lap. That can rest on there until I get to it. Okay. I think I like that. I should have used my other brush. I would have got some more finer droplets on the white, but that's okay. The white actually needs to be a little bit bolder because of all the other colors in the background. So I can work with that. And then I have this last little saying, it just says choose happiness. And I thought we would put that on there somewhere. But we need to back that because it's kind of small. Just looking in my scraps here. I have a piece of green. And I think we're going to put that down. Right here. Okay. I'm going to hit that with a heat tool just a little bit. Okay, where are we at on time? Okay, we're good. Where's my book? Now these bigger droplets are still wet, so I'm not going to be able to glue that in my page yet. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait until that dries a little bit more, but let me get this out of the way. And bring my book back in. And that will go down. Sure I'm in frame here. That will go down on the page just like that. I like that. Okay, guys, that is going to be my 2 days makes. Okay, we've got thread on this one. We just made a 3-tiered pocket. Okay, and then this one is stamps or stamp, and we just made a mixed media kind of collaged art page with some stamps. All right, so that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so very much for stopping by my channel and seeing through to the end. I hope you did, and watching both days' processes. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.